Girls. Girls gone wild. Girls just want to have fun. To be or not to be girly. A real trans woman takes femininity very seriously. We don't always get to choose how we feel. It speaks to the complexities of biology that somebody could be born as a natural male but not feel that way at all. For the gender-confused trans woman or gender dysphoria sufferer that is just starting her transition, it can be difficult to balance your former instincts with your newfound sense of womanhood. After all, we are mostly judged on how womanly we are or how feminine we are. It is something that we must have down if we want to be taken seriously in society. So today on Miss Trisha's class, that's what we are going over. Femininity and how to be more feminine and attractive.
Hi everyone, I am Miss Trisha and welcome to my classroom. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm exploring how to elevate your femininity through mindset, style, and some hidden attractive qualities that really do make a world of difference. What if I told you that being more feminine is not about wearing more makeup or changing who you are? It's about tapping into a specific energy that makes you more magnetic, naturally magnetic. It's true. So today I'm going to break down the shift from doing femininity and being feminine. Everybody knows that there are big differences between masculinity and femininity. I would think, and in my opinion, one of them is doing versus receiving. So masculinity would be doing, femininity receiving. Doing is like, men, rushing, achieving, that kind of stuff. Femininity is more receiving, slowing stuff down, slowing down your presence, slowing down your movements, your walk. Living without urgency, I guess, in a way. That's what I do anyways. Try to. And you can't always do that, but it kind of comes with being feminine. You kind of naturally start doing it. And you want to savor your daily rituals, like your morning vodka, your morning whiskey, whatever you drink in the morning. I drink vodka and whiskey. And moonshine sometimes. One tip is to find a perfume that becomes your identity. I have a body spray actually that I use all the time. And I always use that same body spray, and people know that I'm coming from a good distance away because they smell it. Unless I just stink, then they smell that. But either way, they know I'm coming. And you want to keep your nails groomed. Okay? Seriously, keep them groomed. I paint mine all the time. I don't always have them painted, but I always paint them. If that makes any sense, even if they're short. And keep your hair managed, if possible. Don't use me as an example, please, but please keep your hair managed. And you can use argan oil for an instant put together look. That's what I do sometimes. But most of the time I don't really use anything. I just brush it and put in a hairband or something. Some kind of cute hairstyle. Well, one that I find cute anyways. And yeah, hair, nails, keep them managed, and you're halfway there. If you are just starting out with femininity, then I suggest using like monochrome outfits, like a natural color. Kind of go for like a librarian type look, just not too librarian. You want to still try to come across as sexy, but I guess it all depends on how far along you are in transitioning. If you are fully transitioned, then don't. Then forget all this. You can dress as sexy as you want. If you are just starting out, I advise you to kind of go for a more modest, natural look with your outfits and the colors that you choose to wear. Like more earthly colors, maybe more pastels, stuff like that. I love pink. I use pink as much as possible. I always am going to use pink. It don't matter how far along in my transition I am. I'm the pink girl, so don't take my color. Next, body language. You want to practice sitting with an open, relaxed chest and standing straight to project poise. Use fluid, gentle hand gestures. Don't be too quick. I talk with my hands a lot, but I try to be fluid and gentle as much as possible. And try not to be too abrupt, in other words. Like, you're not directing traffic or nothing. Just go with the flow. That's what I do when I am describing something or explaining something. I always use my hands. That's just a habit. It is now. Yeah, I just kind of got in the habit of doing it, and it works wonders in protecting femininity, I think. My personal favorite secret: romanticizing your alone time. I like to write a lot, so I like to, and I have a little candle that says "Be Mine," and it's like a little heart-shaped candle. I'll light it. I'll try to find somewhere where I can be alone. I'll light it, and I'll sit there and write on my phone. But I'll sit there and write by the candlelight because it helps me think. And yeah, when you treat yourself like someone worthy of beauty, then beauty just naturally comes your way, and the world will treat you the same way. In closing, femininity is your unique expression of grace and strength. So, if you try any of my tips, which one are you going to try first? Let me know down there in the comments. Not down there on me, but down there in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe and possibly even like if you do like it. Hey, I got glow up tips coming out the ass because I am the glow up queen. So, y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Goodbye.